Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Band Journals, and today is the day. I am so excited. It's the official launch for my newest journaling course, which is a year-long course called the Everything Journal Course, because we're combining everything, art and writing with reflection and community. We're going to be using the trash, the treasure, the new and the old pieces that we love, store-bought items, plus personal ephemera, paint and pencils and collage pieces and textiles and everything. And it's going to be such an amazing journey of self-discovery and self-growth as we express ourselves on our pages and get to know ourselves through our pages, so that we can become our most creative selves and be more of who we are in the world. So I am definitely believing this course will be a life-changing year-long course, because anytime you get into self-discovery and creativity, we go on this journey, and that's just going to help us to find our style, find our language to tell our story, and to accept and embrace ourselves and who we are. And we do that first through our pages, then through community, through the Zoom calls that we have, and then that allows us to be more ourselves and to express more of ourselves and to share more of our stories in the world. And so in this video, I'm going to share about my journals that I'm going to be using for the course. Oh, and also the Intentional Life course is starting in January as well. It's a course that I've run the last 2 years, and I'll probably keep running it forever, because this course is basically my own personal process that I've been doing for many, many years. Each New Year's Eve, I have a tradition where I sit with a journal and pen and reflect on my year and set goals for the next year that line up with who I am, with my values and all that kind of thing. So if you would like to just be part of the January course, you can definitely do that. But this course is also included with the Everything Journal course. So if you become an Everything Journal course journaler, this you already get automatic access to. So basically, to join, there are 2 members tiers that are set up on my channel. So you just click the join button and the different tier levels will appear. One tier will be for the Everything Journal course. So if you are doing the year-long course, you click that one. If you're just doing the January portion, then you'll just click the Intentional Life members tier. So Everything Journal tier and Intentional Life tier, depending on which one suits you best. So let's get into, and you also need to email me before I get into the journals. You need to email me, because that's how I will send you the Intentional Life course workbook. So this is basically my entire course in written form, but you'll also get 2 to 3 videos per week throughout January of my process, and as I fill up my own journal, which I will go through in a little bit. And you also get 1 or 2 Zoom calls in January where we'll look at our word for the year, do some journaling prompts together, and all of that kind of thing. So you'll need to email me for the workbook and the Zoom calls. And same if you're doing the Everything Journal course, you also need to email me. I'll send you the workbook and Zoom calls for you guys as well. So you get extra Zoom calls, because you'll get the ones for the Intentional Life plus the ones for the Everything Journal course. Now, for the Zoom call for the Everything Journal course, Zoom calls aren't compulsory, by the way, but if you are attending the Zoom calls, our first one is January the 3rd. So that will probably be January the 2nd for my lovely friends in America. But yeah, basically what you'll need to bring is your journal and a pen, because we'll be doing some free writing, your lined journal for this one, and also a magazine, a pair of scissors, some glue, and a sheet of paper or a visual diary, because we're going to do a creative exercise to kick us off in our introductory Zoom call. So for the link for the Zoom call, you'll need to email me again for that too. But yeah, if you don't want to do Zoom, you don't have to, or if you're feeling a bit shy or anxious, you can definitely attend the Zoom calls with a blank screen, and be muted. If you just want to be there and listen and do the exercises with us, that is totally okay as well. And just a reminder, yes, this course is for ladies 18 and over. All right, so I think I've mentioned everything, all the logistics, but just check the description box down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, email me. I know some people have issues. They're like, how do I become a member? I can't see the join button. I know on certain devices you can't become a member. You have to actually go to either a laptop or an iPad, and you have to go to the website. You can't do it from the YouTube app. So things like that, just feel free to reach out if you're like, where is it? How do I find it? Or what's the difference between the Intentional Life and Everything Journal course, and which one should I do, and all that, how all that works. I am here to answer your questions and try to be as helpful as possible. But yeah, check the description box below for info as well before you get in touch with me, because your answer might be found down there. So the exciting part, to share what I have here to use for my journals for the year. So, oh my goodness, so exciting. Okay, I don't know where to start. I might even start with what I used last year. This was my journal that I used last year. I have a yearly journal that I've been using since 2017. So I've got a journal every year for each year from 2017. So this is my 2023 one. And I used the first signature as my Intentional Life course signature for 2023. And I really loved that setup, and I'm going to do the same thing again this year. So I have got this journal here, which I made so long ago, years ago now, and I've just been hoarding it and hoarding it and hoarding it, thinking of ways I could use it. And finally I'm just like, come on, it's been so long, I haven't used it this long yet, so let's just use it for a yearly journal, because that way I know I will definitely fill it up, finish it, use the whole thing, definitely. So I'm going to be using this one as my next yearly journal, and again the same thing, I'm going to reserve the first signature for the Everything Journal course. For the Intentional Life Journal course. Look at me. If you weren't confused before, you might be now. So I'm going to use the first signature for the Intentional Life course. For you, you might want to use a whole journal for it. It is a month-long course. It's designed to have journal prompts 5 days a week, so each weekday for the month. So you might want more journaling space than I have. For this round of the course, I'm not going to do every single prompt, just the ones that speak to me. But you can definitely go at your own pace. The other thing with this course is you don't have to do it all in 1 month. I usually do it in 1 day. You know, that's my New Year's Eve tradition. I work through these questions for my own self on New Year's Eve, and I spend hours and hours doing it. But I turned it into a month-long course. But last year I actually did it more over a year. So you don't have to finish it in a month. You know, you can go at your own pace, and you'll always have this workbook, and you can keep a bigger journal for the entire year if you would like for that. But yeah, I am using this one, and I like the larger size. I love vintage ledgers. It's very basic. I have only decorated it using feature pages from Granny Chic, a beautiful book that I have got a flip through of on my channel. Everything else is just coffee dyed paper or ledger paper, which is my favorite paper to use in journals. So my type of journal, just blank large pages, because I'm going to stick a lot of things into this journal. So that's what I'm going to be using for my Intentional Life course journal and the rest of the year. So this is my 2024 journal. So when it comes to the Everything Journal course, what I have are these two. For this course, we have a lot of materials. So here's the material list. And I had a great question in one of the lives. Was this course for beginners or not? And I would say definitely for anyone, beginner, intermediate to advanced journalists or artists. It can be for anyone. But what I would say, it's kind of designed for people who probably already have some sort of background in creative journaling, and probably for people who have sort of a somewhat extensive supply in their studio room, whatever they have. So it's to use whatever supplies you have. This is just what I have got, so that's what I'm using, and that's what's on my list. But if you've got more than this, go ahead and use more. If you have other supplies, use what you have, and you don't need to get every single thing on this list. But the essentials are 2 journals, one for writing, so one for writing prompts, which is what we're going to be doing each month for the Zoom calls. There's 2 Zoom calls per month for the Everything Journal course, one focusing on journaling prompts and free writing for self-discovery and reflection, and one call for creative prompts where we're going to do more arty based visual prompts also for self-discovery and all that kind of thing. Sorry about the siren in the background. So I've got this beautiful plain notebook. I wanted it to be quite large, lots of pages, because it's got to last me the whole year. And the idea is you'll bring this to every Zoom call, because we're going to note take as well. Like someone might say something and share something, and that will just be a light bulb for you, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know there were other people like me, or oh, that really helped me accept this about myself, or oh, I really need to read that book that person suggested, or check out that video that person said changed their life. So yeah, I am super excited to fill up this journal. And then the other essential item is a large blank journal. Something hopefully with thicker pages, because we're going to do a bit of mixed media on here, something that can use a bit of acrylic paint and collage and glue, all that kind of thing. Lots of pages again, because this is going to last the year. This is essentially going to be your everything book. And the idea with this course, I truly believe it can be a life-changing course, where when we are going on this year-long journey of self-discovery and self-expression, we are able to see ourselves and know ourselves more and embrace who we are, which allows us to, as we let ourselves be who we are on our pages, we can be more of ourselves in the world. And I love this amazing journey that we're going to go on, where, yeah, it's a whole process through our creative practice, through our journaling practice, and then, having a safe place in our journal for our eyes only, and then going to sharing in community with a safe community in the Zoom calls, and maybe in the Facebook group and the Marco Polo group, which are optional for you guys to join as well. You show a bit more of yourself in that setting, and through the journaling and the community, you can then be more of who you are in the world. And this course is going to help you become your most creative self, and to find your language to tell your stories, and to find, what lights you up, what gives you joy, what you love. And I am so excited for whoever is coming along with me on this journey. So excited. So that's my big journal, and I'll just show you what I used last year so you can see. This is my everything journal from last year. You can see it's already got like paint on there and things, and I just loved it. Oh my goodness. We do timeline, we do mind maps, we do some creative expression, we do lists, we do collage, we do all sorts of things. It's going to be so good, so good. And this was my journal that I used last year for just writing. And as you can see, it's literally just me doing my journaling prompts in there and taking notes and writing about my progress throughout the year. Every month or so, every few weeks or month or so, I would work in this journal and just write about, how I've grown, where I'm up to, what I've been learning, and all of that kind of thing. So that is a look at the journals I'll be using. And just while I'm here, I thought I would also share the Frankie magazine, but let me get to this one first. I added one more thing to the materials list, an A4 spiral bound visual diary. You could just use loose sheets of paper if you wanted, but I thought I may as well add this to the list because it's what I used. This is where I kind of do some little artwork and random note taking as well, when I feel like I just need another place to do that. I mean, you could do it all in your everything journal, but I feel like people, including myself, feel like this is more polished work, even though we are going to do lots of play and experimenting and making messes and all that kind of thing in here too. But just sometimes, I just want to vent or get stuff out here. So stuff like that, which is kind of more for my eyes only. The stuff I put in here, I'm happy to share with anyone. The stuff in here, this is just for me, for my own eyes. So you might want this resource as well, but you can definitely use blank sheets of paper as well. And I would probably use this one more for the creative prompts when it comes to the Zoom calls rather than this one. But then you can also, if you're using loose sheets, stick them in, or you could rip them out of here and stick them into this journal if you want to do that. But I just like having something else to play in as well. So that's another option. And in terms of the Zoom call, this is the magazine that I think I'll be using on the January 3rd or January 2nd Zoom call. So you want to just grab a magazine preferably that speaks to you, that resonates with you. So not just any old magazine, but a magazine where you feel like the images, or the design, it resonates with you and you love it. So you might already have a magazine in your stash. You might want to go to the op shop and find one. Or what I suggest, if you can, once a year, I like treating myself and just going to the newsagent and buying myself a beautiful magazine, and just do that like once a year, just a little splurge to treat myself. And then I would read it, and then I would cut that thing up and use it in my journaling. So you might want to do that. Just treat yourself at the start of the year with a lovely, lovely magazine. I love In Her Studio. That's the one that I would treat myself to. It's quite expensive, I think like $20. So I only get that, once a year. I would have used Daphne's Diary, but all of my Daphne's Diary magazines have been used for journal making. So the covers have been ripped off and things have been cut out. And I thought, for the sake of this Zoom call, I want to use like a fresh magazine, like one that hasn't been cut into yet. But you can definitely use one that has been cut into. But bring a magazine, a pair of scissors, and either your visual diary or a blank sheet of paper, because we're going to do our first creative exercise with a magazine. So yeah, that is a look at all the different things that I will be using throughout the year. And I hope that you are as excited as I am for this course. I have been planning this and thinking about this for quite a long time. It's based on the book that I created this year. I'm still working on it, but all the words are done and I know basically what I'm doing with it. I just have to finish the pages, the artwork for the pages. And basically I'm going to take you through my book and share my pages, page by page, and I'm going to treat them as journal prompts for you. And my hope is that you will get everything you need out of this course to feed you for your soul survival, to nurture your soul. And I love that everyone is going to come to this course with different needs. And so far already with the 3 Zoom calls I've done so far, people are coming to this course for different reasons. Some want to do it for the art, some are here for the writing, some are here for the community, some are here for the self-discovery. And I love all of those reasons, and it's so fun. I love that also we're going to get maybe we'll get something that we didn't know we needed out of this course, which is what I got out of my book. I went into it needing one thing and I did get that need met, but I got all of these other things met through that course, through that book making process as well. And that's just an organic thing. You can't predict what's going to come out of it until you go through that whole journey and see what happens at the end. So I'm really excited as the course teacher to see you, walk alongside you on this journey and see what unfolds in your life. Oh my goodness, I think that might be the word. I was talking in the previous live how I'm looking for one word to sum up this course, because I think that Everything Journal course, while it's descriptive of the course, it's not very catchy, is it? And it's not very it describes the course in a very kind of literal way, but I want a more representative way of what this course would do for the person. And I feel like it's unfold. It will help us unfold, which is what the book did for me. It helped me to unfold through the process of gathering my pieces and trying new things creatively and expressing myself on the page. It helped me to unfold unfold. Anyway, so maybe I'll think about that word for later for when I do this course in the future, because my plan is to run this course year after year after year and keep improving at it and honing it and getting it better and better each year to take us on this journey of self-discovery and unfolding. Okay, I'm really excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, like I said, if you want to be part of this course, the Everything Journal course, just click the join button and select the Everything Journal tier. If you only want to be part of the Intentional Life course, feel free to click the join button and select the Intentional Life members tier. All right, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Oh, and if you are doing any of my courses, email me as well for the workbook, for the Zoom call links, for all the information, for all the printables, all of that stuff, and for links to the Facebook group and Marco Polo and everything. So I'm really trying to emphasize how important it is to actually email me, because I know lots of us can't be bothered with email. Blech. Let's not really worry about email. And that's totally okay if you don't want the workbook and if you don't want the Zoom calls. But, you know, I think they contribute a lot to the price of the course and, you know, what the course is worth. So I don't want anyone to miss out on the full experience of this course if you want it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's going to be a wonderful year of creativity and journaling and reflection and self-discovery, and as always, community. So I am eager to see how everything unfolds, and I'm just stalling now because I'm so excited and I want to keep talking, but I'm now rambling. But yeah, if you're part of the course, I will see you over in the course for our first videos. And I can't wait to meet you in the Zoom calls. Bye, guys.